Hello friends and welcome to studi.live. We are going to start with our second lecture of trigonometric functions. So already we have completed the entire revision. मतलब हमने chapter का पूरा revision कर लिया था. But in the last lecture what was left was doing the theorem part. So I thought कि like थोड़ा theorems रह गया है. It is better that we discuss the theorems also. Theorems carry some good amount of marks, 3 at least 6 marks के तो paper 1 के ही आपको theorems आने वाले हैं. So it is better that we do the theorems of trigonometric functions as well. So आज हम लोग theorems करेंगे and we will do some questions of miscellaneous as well. So it is not like that हमको सिर्फ exercise का ही पता होना चाहिए. We should also be a little aware of the miscellaneous questions also. So I thought we will take a few questions of miscellaneous just to give an idea. There are some questions of miscellaneous which I found that was done in different methods in different notes. I saw कि बहुत सारे तरीके से किए हैं, but that was slightly more difficult. So I thought it is better that we do this in a simpler manner. So I thought I'll put some ideas थोड़ा अलग तरीके से मैंने उसको solve किया हुआ method से हम लोग उसको देखेंगे, ठीक है? So we'll do some questions of miscellaneous and the theorems also. So let us do the first theorem, that is the sine rule. So बहुत ही important theorem, sine rule. So last time we had discussed this. Correct? We had discussed the sine rule. What is the sine rule? Okay, sine rule क्या था? A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon sine C is equal to 2R. Okay, so this was the sine rule. A upon sine A is equal to B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. Of course, all this is with the usual notation. So this is equal to 2R. Okay. So this is the sine rule. A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon sine C is equal to 2R. तो triangle कैसा है हमारा, ठीक है? So let us discuss that. The usual notations. So suppose this is the triangle ABC. We have to prove this entirely, मतलब ratio B और उसका value equal to क्या आता है? That is equal to 2R. So suppose this is the triangle. आपको पता है कि यहाँ पे इसके ऑपोजिट में जो होगा दैट इज ए, बी के ऑपोजिट में जो साइड है दैट इज बी, एंगल सी के ऑपोजिट में जो साइड है दैट इज सी. व्हाट वी विल डू इज वी विल ड्रॉ अ हाइट ओवर हियर, अ परपेंडिकुलर. So suppose I drew the perpendicular over here. So this is AD, this is the height of the triangle. Okay, so what we can say is we can find the area of the triangle ABC. पहली बात हम लोग एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल एबीसी को फाइंड कर सकते हैं. So we will find the area of triangle ABC in 3 different manners. We can get the formula for this, correct? तो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं? In this, suppose I take this triangle ADB. Okay, so for triangle AD, what is sine B will be equal to? Correct? Sine B will be equal to opposite side upon the hypotenuse. So that is AD upon AB. Correct? So AB का value कितना है? That is C. So this is H, the height, upon C. So what is the value of AD? AD का value हमको क्या मिलेगा? Height का value मिलेगा. This is C sine B. ऐसे आ जाएगा. So this is what we are getting, the height of the triangle. This is C sine B. H is equal to. Now height is known to us, base is known to us, so we can find the area of the triangle. So हम लोग बोलते हैं therefore area of triangle ABC. So therefore area of triangle ABC will be equal to half into base into height. Height का value है C sine B. So this is what we are getting, half AC sine B. Correct? So this is half AC sine B. Now यही एक area of triangle possible नहीं है, correct? We can also have with this as the base and some height BE, correct? So similarly we can say area of triangle ABC. So area of the triangle ABC will be equal to half of, correct? I can also have AB sine C and I can also have half of BC sine A. So area of triangle ABC का part जो common है. So I can see that the area of triangle ABC हैज 3 डिफरेंट फॉर्मूलास, तो वहां पे हमारा ये 3 रेशियोस आने वाला है, ठीक है। So we can understand this much part. Area of triangle ABC is half AC sin B, half BC sin A, half AC sin B. So we can say therefore since LHS is same, RHS should also be same. So we can say therefore half of AB sin C is equal to half of AC sin B is equal to half of BC sin A. Okay, so this is the value that we are getting. So half AB sin C, half AC sin B, half BC sin A. तो यहाँ पे हाफ का पार्ट हम लोग कट कर देते हैं एंड वी कैन डिवाइड थ्रू आउट बाय ए बी सी. तो यहाँ पे हाफ का पार्ट को हम लोग कट कर देते हैं एंड वी कैन डिवाइड थ्रू आउट बाय ए बी सी. सो दिस इज हाफ कट हो गया ए बी साइन सी अपॉन दिस इज ए बी सी. दिस इज ए सी साइन बी अपॉन, इसमें भी हमने डिवाइड किया ए बी सी एंड यहां पे भी हमने डिवाइड किया बी सी साइन ए बी सी. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग राइट नाउ. अब कैंसिलेशन, तो व्हाट ऑल कैन बी कैंसल्ड, वी कैन कैंसल. देखो यहां पे ए बी कट हो गया, यहां पे ए सी का वैल्यू कट हो गया, यहां पे बी सी का वैल्यू कट हो गया. तो व्हाट इज लेफ्ट इज, देखो यहां पे साइन सी अपॉन C इक्वल टू साइन B अपॉन B इक्वल टू साइन A अपॉन A. यही प्रूव करना था. वी कैन टेक इनवर्टेंडो फॉर दिस, करेक्ट. तो आई कैन से देयरफॉर A अपॉन साइन A इक्वल टू B अपॉन साइन B इक्वल टू C अपॉन साइन C. तो दिस इज द साइन रूल. लेकिन इसमें भी अभी भी थियरम थोड़ा सा बाकी है. वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट दिस वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 2r. वो पार्ट भी करना है. वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट दिस वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 2 टाइम्स द सर्कम रेडियस. वो भी हमको प्रूव करके दिखाना है. सो लेट अस सी दैट पार्ट नाउ. तो ये पार्ट हो गया, दिस इज डन. a अपॉन साइन a इक्वल टू b अपॉन साइन b इक्वल टू c अपॉन साइन c. सो इफ आई हैव एक भी अगर मैंने रेशियो प्रूव कर दिया, दिस इज इक्वल टू समथिंग लाइक 2r, बस दैट्स इट. उतना भी अपना से अपना प्रूफ हो जाना चाहिए. Okay, so what we can do is, first of all, we'll require a circle. So suppose this is the circumcircle and we are drawing the triangle ABC. So suppose this is the triangle ABC. This is the triangle. जानबूझ के मैंने यहाँ पे I have taken a non-right angle triangle. Of course, it can be a right angle triangle, but अगर right angle triangle रहा तो हमारा proof बहुत ज़्यादा easy हो जाता है. So I am assuming that it is not a right angled triangle. Now, of course, it is not a right angle triangle. तो पक्के तौर पे कोई ना कोई एक एंगल तो acute angle जरूर रहेगा. Suppose I am saying, okay, so since it is not a right angled triangle, so we can say one of the angle is less than 90. एक एंगल तो less than 90 जरूर रहेगा. So suppose that angle is A. Suppose A is less than 90. So if this is the value which is less than 90, अब हम लोग क्या करते हैं, यहां से एक diameter draw करेंगे. So I'll draw a diameter to the circle. So this is the diameter to the circle. Approximately you can see that. Okay. So suppose this is the diameter to the circle. Okay. This looks better. So ये diameter है इसका. So of course इसका length कितना होगा? That will be 2 times the radius. Circumcenter यहाँ पर circum radius होगा. So this value will be equal to 2r. So suppose this is AP. So AP is equal to 2r. So AP is equal to 2r. तो ये वैल्यू हो गया. अभी यहां पे इसको ज्वाइन करते हैं. So since this is the radius, this is the diameter, so definitely this angle will be equal to 90 degree, correct? तो ये जो एंगल है, this value will be equal to 90 degree. So ACP, ये जो एंगल है, this value will be equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now we can see एंगल APC एंड दिस एंगल ABC, ये दोनों ही एंगल क्या होगा, ABC एंड APC बोथ द एंगल्स विल बी सेम. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे आर इंस्क्राइब्ड बाय द सेम एंगल. यहाँ पे जो सेम आर्क है, ये जो आर्क है सेम है AC, तो ABC is inscribed by that same arc, APC is also inscribed by the same. So inscribed angle theorem को अगर हम लोग properly देखें, तो we can say angle ABC is equal to angle APC. That is because angles inscribed in the same arc तो these are angles inscribed in the same arc. तो पक्के तौर पे एंगल ABC और एंगल APC का वैल्यू क्या होगा, सेम. ओके, नाउ लेट अस फाइंड व्हाट इज APC इक्वल टू. ऑफ कोर्स यहाँ पे दिस वैल्यू वाज A, दिस वैल्यू वाज B एंड दिस वैल्यू वाज C. दिस वैल्यू इज 2R. सो व्हाट इज एंगल APC? So angle APC will be equal to, okay, angle APC will be equal to opposite side upon the hypotenuse, so that will be B upon this is 2R, correct. So ये हो जाएगा, this is APC का वैल्यू क्या आएगा, this is B upon the hypotenuse which is 2R. Okay, so this is what we are getting, angle APC, but this is also the angle for ABC also. So angle ABC is also equal to B upon 2R. ये वैल्यू के लिए भी सेम ही होगा, करेक्ट. सो सॉरी, एंगल APC नहीं, साइन ऑफ P होगा यहाँ पे. ओके, सो दिस वैल्यू विल बी साइन ऑफ P विल बी इक्वल टू, करेक्ट. तो साइन ऑफ P विल बी इक्वल टू B अपॉन 2R. सो सेम वे साइन ऑफ B विल बी ऑल्सो इक्वल टू B अपॉन 2R, करेक्ट. तो साइन P के लिए वी कैन राइट साइन B. सो साइन B अपॉन B विल बी इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 2R. सो B अपॉन साइन B is equal to 2R. तो ये वैल्यू B अपॉन साइन B is equal to 2R. So obviously यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो B अपॉन साइन B अगर 2R है तो बाकी के रेशियोज भी 2R होंगे. So we can say therefore A अपॉन साइन A is equal to B upon sin B is equal to C upon sin C is equal to 2R. So this is the complete proof of sine rule. तो पूरा प्रूफ जो है साइन रूल का, पूरा प्रूफ जो है वो यहाँ पे हमने देखा. So first of all we had to prove the ratio and then we proved that it's equal to 2R. So ये हो गया sine rule. Remember sine rule has been asked a little less times compared to the cosine rule. So बोर्ड के एग्जाम्स में cosine rule को ज्यादा पूछा गया है. Sine rule has been asked a little less times. Now let us see the cosine rule. So how do we prove the cosine rule? बहुत ही simple है cosine rule का proof. Okay. So what we will do is we will prove this for acute angle and for obtuse angle and using the distance formula. उससे हमारा ये जो proof होगा. Okay. So first of all we will write the statement. So a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2b into c cos a. So this is the formula a square equal to. Same way, if I am writing for b square, it will be a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b, and c square will be equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. तो लास्ट टाइम मैंने आपको बताया था कि ये फॉर्मुलास आपको कैसे याद रखना चाहिए. सो इफ वी हैव a स्क्वायर, सिर्फ cos a होगा, बाकी के सब टर्म्स b और c होते हैं. Same way b square के लिए भी and c square के लिए भी. Okay, so these are some of the, I mean like this we have discussed in the previous lecture, so you might be recalling this. So a square, b square, c square का part. Now how do we prove this? तो इसमें से कोई एक पार्ट को आप डिसाइड करो भाई क्या प्रूव करना है. इफ आई वांट टू प्रूव a स्क्वायर तो मुझे कुछ पर्टिकुलर डायग्राम में ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. b स्क्वायर एंड c स्क्वायर के लिए तो a स्क्वायर हैज बीन डन इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई विल डू समथिंग डिफरेंट. तो मैं यहाँ पे b स्क्वायर प्रूव करके बताता हूँ आपको. तो b स्क्वायर इक्वल टू a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. Okay, so what is to be done in this? Suppose we are taking a, first of all, acute angle triangle. Okay, तो सबसे पहले हम लोग ट्रायंगल लेते हैं, बट acute angle triangle. and we can also have of course obtuse angle triangle also. तो आप सोचोगे कि भाई acute है, obtuse है, right angle कहाँ गया? See, अगर right angle होगा, suppose the angle is right angle at B, so cos 90 will be 0. So B square equal to A square plus C square gets proved directly by using Pythagoras theorem. ठीक है, so right angle के लिए हमको इसको देखने का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. So over here we are taking the triangle as A, B and C. So if I want to prove B square, I have to see to it that B, the vertex B is at the origin. If I want to prove C square, obviously I will have to keep the vertex C at the origin. A के opposite में obviously that is small a, B के opposite में B, C के opposite में C, यहाँ पे भी same होगा. This is A, this is B, this is C. Okay. Now, in this triangle ABC, this is C over here. This is the length and this is the angle is B. So if you remember from the part of Cartesian coordinates, okay, polar coordinates, Cartesian coordinates, r है, theta है, okay, so I can find the value of x and y by using the formula r cos theta, r sin theta. Okay, by using this formula we can get the value of x and y. तो सेम तरीके से हम लोग यहाँ पे भी इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to find the vertices. So of course हमको पता है कि what is vertex B. B is the origin, so its coordinates will be 0, 0. This point C is at a length of A, so this point should be A, 0. Of course यहाँ पे भी वही होगा, यहाँ पे भी origin is 0, 0. In this point over here, length is C, angle is B. Using r cos theta, r sin theta, I can write this as C cos B, C sin B. Of course this is for the acute angle triangle and for the obtuse angle triangle. तो दोनों के लिए ही I can say this is C cos B, C sin B. Origin ये है A, 0 और ये. Okay. So we have found the vertex C, vertex A. So I can find the length of AC. Correct? हम लोग इसका length find कर सकते हैं. We can find the length of AC by using what? Pythagoras. Distance formula. So we can find the length of AC by using the distance formula, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. So using this, we can get the distance formula. So I can say length of AC will be equal to A. Correct? Length of AC is equal. Length of AC will be equal to B. तो यहाँ पे इसका length कितना है, यहाँ पे B दिख रहा. So length of AC is B. And we will also use the formula by using distance formula. So I'll get this is root of, correct, x2 minus x1 the whole square. So x2 minus x1 the whole square. So I can get A minus C cos B the whole square plus 0 minus C sin B the whole square equal to B. Squaring on both sides, expanding the bracket, so squaring. तो ये हो गया a square minus 2ac cos b plus c square cos square b, और इसका भी स्क्वायर करने पे यहाँ पे आपको आएगा प्लस c square sin square b is equal to b square. So you can see c square common, cos square b plus sin square b बच गया. So this is a square minus 2ac cos b plus c square common, cos square b plus sin square b is equal to b square. Can you see ये क्या हो जाएगा? This is 1. तो बच क्या गया यहाँ पे? a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b is equal to b square. So this is what we had to prove. B square equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. So this is a very simple proof, but of course this is very important as well. तो यहाँ पे ये सब पॉइंट्स है जो आपको ध्यान में रखना है. So of course everything was discussed in the diagram itself, but आपको थोड़ा सा इसका theorem टेक्स्ट बुक में देखना है, the statement part, and once you write those part, okay, so of course we will say ये triangle ABC है, the side is A, B and C. So since this is A, the vertex or the coordinate of vertex C will be A, 0. Over here also A, 0. Then using the polar coordinates we can say A will be equal to C cos B plus C cos B and C sin B ऐसे. तो वो सब पॉइंट्स थोड़ा लिख के फिर इसके बाद में ये प्रूफ का पार्ट. सो वेरी सिंपल थियरम, बहुत ही छोटा सा थियरम है एंड यू कैन इजीली स्कोर 3 मार्क्स फ्रॉम दिस. बिल्कुल भी कुछ डिफिकल्ट इसमें नहीं है. ओके, लास्ट इज द प्रोजेक्शन रूल. नाउ प्रोजेक्शन रूल कैन बी ऑल्सो डन इन अ ज्योमेट्रिकल मैनर and we can also do the projection rule by using the cosine rule. तो दोनों तरीके से हम लोग इसको कर सकते हैं. So let us see the projection rule. So projection rule, A equal to B cos C plus C cos B, B equal to A cos C plus C cos A, C equal to A cos B plus B cos. So this is the projection rule. We have to solve this, okay, prove any one of the part. Okay, so again आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में A का प्रूफ है, so I'll do this part B. Okay, so in this we have, suppose a triangle over here ABC. Acute angle भी possible, obtuse angle भी possible, but that is okay. So A के opposite में जो होगा that is A, this is B, this is C, this is suppose say AD. यहाँ पे. So what can we say in this part? Okay, इस part में हम लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं? So in triangle ADB, okay, in triangle ADB. So what can I say in triangle ADB? What is BD equal to? Correct. I can use cos B. Correct. तो क्योंकि adjacent side है B के लिए. Okay. So I can say what is cos B? Cos B will be equal to the adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. So this is BD upon BA or AB. So in triangle ADB, what is cos? So that is adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. Okay, so ये value हो गया C. So I can say this is C cos B. This is the value of BD. C cos B. Same way in triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, same way हम लोग cos C लिखते हैं. So what is cos C equal to? Cos C will be equal to what? That will be adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. So this will be DC upon AC. So this is DC upon B. ये क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई होने पे DC का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. So I can say what is DC equal to? DC will be equal to B cos C. So this is B cos C. So what is finally, what is the value of BC equal to? Correct. So BC will be equal to BD plus DC. Correct. Simple sa addition because the points BD, BD and C are collinear. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. What is BC value equal to? That is A. What is BD value equal to? BD का वैल्यू यहाँ पे देखो C cos B. Okay, I am proving for A part only. Okay, that is because I drew the triangle that way. Okay, and यहाँ पे C cos B plus यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? This will be B cos C हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. This is B cos C. So this is what we will be getting. Of course, अगर मुझे B prove करना होगा तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? So if I want to prove B, so of course I will have to take the triangle as BAC, so that B comes over here and फिर perpendicular यहाँ से draw. Okay, so keeping that in mind, we can get the proof for B also and also for C. So जो भी हो इसका proof, okay, we can do in any of the methods that we want. मतलब we can prove for A, B or C, for whatever part we want, we can easily get the proof. Okay, so this is done for A equal to C cos B plus B cos C. Okay, so this is what we have done over here. Of course, again we can solve it for obtuse angle triangle also, but again we will have to take 180 minus theta cos minus c आएगा, it will come on the other side. Again, this proof part becomes quite easy. Now this can also be done in one more method. इसको एक और तरीके से प्रूव करके देखते हैं, but by using cosine rule. So a equal to b cos c plus c cos b. So this is what I would prefer. So even if you have to prove, it is better that you use this method instead of going by that geometrical method. ये ज़्यादा easy रहेगा. So if I start from the RHS, b cos c plus c cos b. Okay. So what is cos c? Cos c का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? That will be minus c square, correct? a square plus b square upon 2ab. Cos b के लिए क्या होगा? Obviously minus b square था, so a square plus c square minus b square upon 2ac. This is what we have for cosine rule. So b and b will cancel, c and c will cancel. What is left? The LCM is 2a. a square plus b square minus c square plus a square plus c square minus b square. So if you observe properly, b square gets cancelled, c square gets cancelled, a square plus a square is 2a square upon 2a. What is left is just. So this proof is so much more easy to understand also. So we can of course use this method also, but आपको दोनों ही प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए. You should actually do the theorem that has been done in the textbook also. So projection rule by using the diagram, and also this method is also quite simple to understand. So we have done the theorem part also, which is related to the chapter trigonometric functions में से जो भी theorem है, that has also been done. So sine, cosine and projection rule, these are the only theorems that is left. You have to at least write and practice these theorems, I would say like 3 times. तो एटलीस्ट वो प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो यू विल गेट द लाइक अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी आ जाएगा आपको, और वो जो एक स्पीड आना चाहिए बोर्ड के पेपर्स में वो भी आपको आ जाएगा. सो ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस दिस थियरम अ लॉट. ओके, वंस दैट इज डन यू विल फाइंड दैट कोई भी थियरम आए यू शुड नॉट फील वरीड, अरे थियरम है वी हैव टू सॉल्व इट. नहीं, यू शुड बी इनफैक्ट कॉन्फिडेंट टू सॉल्व द थियरम्स. ओके, नाउ as I had said that we will do some questions of miscellaneous as well. थोड़ा सा सम्स हम लोग मिसलेनियस का भी करते हैं. दैट इज बिकॉज दिस चैप्टर इज इनकम्प्लीट विदाउट डूइंग a little of theorems or another, sorry, miscellaneous as well. So there are some questions which were done in a different manner. So I thought I will give it a try, do it in a different method. So one of the questions that I saw was done in a very different manner is this question number 6 that is there in the miscellaneous. Okay? So I'll just write the question over here and then we'll see the proof. So this is sine a minus b upon sine a plus b is equal to, we have to prove, a square minus b square upon square. So this is the question. So let us do this. So generally what I saw was RHS was taken and then LHS was proved. So what I will do is I will take the LHS and solve the RHS, because I find this sum can be done in a more easier manner if I start from sine a minus b and this is sine a plus b. So what we can do is हम लोग sine जहाँ पे है obviously sine a minus b I can expand, sine a plus b I can expand. I can get the formula sine a minus b sine a plus b. So we can expand and write the terms. वैसे हम लोग लिखते हैं पहले expand करके. So I can say this is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, and this will be sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Now wherever I see sine, I will apply the sine rule. Wherever I see cos, I'll apply the cosine rule, but only at the numerator. Denominator में कुछ और होगा, ठीक है? So wherever I see sine, I'll apply the sine rule, okay? And wherever I see cos, at the numerator I will apply cosine rule, but at the denominator I won't do anything, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे ऐसे करके देखो. So this is k into a, sine a. Cos b, cos b का फॉर्मूला है, so that is a square plus c square minus b square upon 2ac minus this is also b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc, and sine b is k into b upon this is ka cos b plus cos a into kb. So I have used sine rule in all the sine terms, but I have used cosine rule only for the numerator. तो अगर आप ऑब्जर्व करो तो I can take k common from the numerator and denominator, so k can be cancelled. So common निकाला गया and the k got cancelled. What is left? हाँ, यहाँ पे एक और cancellation possible है. I can cancel of this a and a, I can cancel of this b and b. तो ये भी cancellation possible था, तो वो भी कर दिया. Now if we observe 2c is the LCM that we are getting. So I am getting the LCM to be 2c. And I'll write the numerator. So this is a square plus c square minus b square minus b square minus c square plus a square upon. What is left is a cos b plus this is b cos a. So this is what is left over here. A cos b plus b cos a. What is this? ये तो हमारा प्रोजेक्शन रूल हो गया. A cos b plus b cos a, correct? A cos b plus b cos a. This is the value of c. प्रोजेक्शन रूल, ये तो c हो गया. What else can be cancelled? यहाँ पे देखो प्लस c स्क्वायर माइनस c स्क्वायर भी कट हो जा रहा है. A square plus a square became 2a square. 2a square. Minus b square became minus 2b square. 2c and this value was at the denominator, that is also c. Of course ये दोनों multiply होने पे that will become 2c square. So I can get 2a square minus 2b square upon 2c square. 2 cancels, a square minus b square upon c square. So this is what we will be getting as the answer. Correct? So this is how we have to solve the question. तो ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा easy हो गया compared to what was done. Okay. If we start from the RHS, that becomes a little more difficult. काफी सारे formulas आ जाते थे. So I thought it would be better if you go by this method. This is at least sounds so much more simpler. Okay. So this is one question which I found was quite different. तो मैंने इसको थोड़ा एक अलग तरीके से आपको करके बताया. Same way, one more question that I saw was quite different was, हाँ यहाँ पे एक 11th का second question है. देखो यहाँ पे this is also slightly a different question. 11th question, second sum. Okay, question number 7. It is quite something that was asked in the board exams previously. So ये भी थोड़ा important question. So try to solve the 7th question, everyone. 11th का second, that is c minus b cos a upon b minus c cos a, and we have to prove this is equal to cos b upon cos. So this is what is given to us. This is the question. So we can start from the LHS and get the RHS quite easily. Difference क्या है कि I saw that they had used a formula for cos a, but I would use a different formula. So in some notes I saw that it was proved by using cos a. थोड़ा अलग तरीके से किया था. So c minus b cos a upon b minus c cos a. So if you see b cos a, c cos a, ये सब तो projection rule में आ रहा था, correct? So I can use the formula for projection rule for c. मैं c का projection rule लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे. तो c के projection rule में क्या आएगा? a cos b plus b cos a. So this is the formula for c minus what else was there? That was b cos a. तो यहाँ पे हमने फॉर्मूला यूज किया, कहाँ पे? इस पार्ट में हमने फॉर्मूला यूज किया फॉर c. सेम वे फॉर बी, बी के लिए भी हम लोग उसका प्रोजेक्शन रूल यूज करते हैं. So I can say this is a cos c plus c cos a. So this is the formula, projection rule. And already वहां पे क्या था, minus c cos a. So you can see b cos a minus b cos a can be cancelled. ये दोनों कट हो गया. c cos a minus c cos a can also be cancelled. What is left is a cos b plus, a cos b upon a cos c. So a and a cancel. So what is left is cos b upon cos c, which is the required RHS. Correct. So this is the required RHS. So once again, this sum is so much more simpler. Okay. So ये method थोड़ा ज़्यादा simple लगा. So that is why I did it in this manner. One more question which is slightly a different one. Okay. Is question number 11 का ही. The sixth one. The sixth question. So we have the question cos 2a upon a square. So cos 2a upon a square minus cos 2b upon b square equal to, we have to prove this is 1 upon a square minus 1 upon b square. तो अगेन थोड़ा सा एक डिफरेंट सम. तो यहाँ पे सब क्या मैटर करता है कि हम cos 2a और cos 2b को क्या लिखते हैं, बिकॉज द सम इज एक्चुअली वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सिंपलेस्ट वन. ओके, तो ये सम बहुत ही सिंपल है, बट व्हाट फॉर्मूला डू वी यूज फॉर cos 2 theta, दैट मेक्स अ बिग डिफरेंस. So I'll start from the LHS over here. Okay, so this is cos 2a upon a square, cos 2a upon a square minus cos 2b upon b square. Okay, अगर आपके कुछ डाउट्स वगैरह है कमेंट सेक्शन में आप डालते रहिए, so that we can later on discuss all that. Okay, so cos 2a upon a square minus cos 2b upon b square. Now cos 2 theta, चार फॉर्मुला से इसके, cos square theta minus sin square theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. I'll just write this over here. देखो आप cos 2 theta, चार formulas, cos square theta minus sin square theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, and 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. चलो एक बात तो क्लियर है कि we are not going to use this formula. Why? Because हमने तो sin cosine ही सीखा है, tangent rule तो नहीं सीखा. So it is quite obvious that we won't be converting anything into tan. Now what is left is either we have to use the first, second or third formula. तो sine rule के लिए possible है sin और, but इसमें से कोई एक ही correct है, ज़्यादा correct है. Using that makes the sum much more simple. So what is that? This is that correct formula, 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Why so? If I say that this is divided by say a square, जैसे यही समय है, so when I separate out a square, I will be getting 1 upon a square which is there at the RHS. तो ये formula ज़्यादा correct है. If I use this one, I will get 1 upon minus 1 upon a square, but हमको तो 1 upon a square चाहिए. So definitely the correct formula that we have to use is the formula 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So cos 2a में we will use this formula 1 minus 2 sin square a upon a square minus, this will be 1 minus 2 sin square b upon b square. Okay, separate out करते हैं. So I will get 1 by a square minus 2 sin square a upon a square minus 1 by b square, minus into minus plus 2 sin square b upon b square. Okay, so sin square a, sin a के लिए आप इसका वैल्यू डाल सकते हो, करेक्ट. sin a is ka. So this will be 1 upon a square minus 2 ka, but इसका स्क्वायर होगा, minus 1 by b square plus 2 kb, इसका भी स्क्वायर होगा. So what happens over here? A square cancels, b square cancels. What is left? 2k square minus 2k square, they will also cancel obviously, plus 2k square minus 2k square will also cancel. What is left, of course एक step बाद में cancel करना था, but I did it in a earlier step, तो एक step पहले ही cancel कर दिया, but that's okay, it should be understood कि 2k square cancels in the next step. So what is left is 1 by a square minus 1 by b square, which is the required RHS. Okay, so some questions are quite simple, but they have been done in a different manner, so it looks quite difficult. So that is why I'm taking a few questions from the miscellaneous. Otherwise कोई ऐसे नहीं कि like बहुत ज़्यादा आपको miscellaneous का practice करना चाहिए. Yes, you should practice miscellaneous questions if you are planning to do well in your entrance exam, because textbook को आप पूरा अगर solve करते हो अंदर बाहर सब questions को 11th and 12th, then you are actually preparing for your entrance exams quite well. Okay, if you can like solve every question from the textbook inside out, तो आपका almost चलो I can say like 60-70% का तैयारी कर लिया आपने CET के point of view से. Okay, so try to solve the maximum questions from the textbook if you are planning to do something with your entrance exam. अगर आपका target 12th में अच्छा मार्क्स लाना है तो आप टेक्स्ट बुक के एक्सरसाइज वगैरह को सॉल्व करते हो, दैट इज ऑल्सो क्वाइट ओके. बट मिसलेनियस एटलीस्ट यू हैव टू सॉल्व सम क्वेश्चंस, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस को आप सॉल्व करके देखो, दैट विल गिव यू अ वेरी गुड प्रिपरेशन फॉर योर बोर्ड एग्जाम. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट यू हैव टू लाइक टोटली डिसरिगार्ड द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ मिसलेनियस, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. यू शुड वर्क ऑन दैट एज वेल. ओके, सो डोंट थिंक कि दैट हाँ भाई इसको छोड़ देते हैं, नहीं ऐसे नहीं है. I won't say that you should drop those questions. एक important question यहाँ पे जो करना चाहिए, that is question number 22nd. I'll do that also. That is a misprint in that वैसे. So 22nd, what is given is 9 pi by pi करके लिखा है. So this is given 9 pi by 5, but of course this should have been 9 pi by 8. It should have been 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sine inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to 9 by 4 sine inverse of 2 root 2 upon. So this is what we have to prove. Okay, so this is what we have to prove. 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sine inverse of 1 by 3 equal to 9 by 4 sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. Again, quite an easy question. सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या करते हैं, we will alter the question a little. थोड़ा सा इसको modify करते हैं. Because right now, of course, we can prove this, no doubt. But थोड़ा सा difficult पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा. So compared to that, what is much more easier, we'll do that. So first of all, I will modify the question. I will divide throughout by 9 by 4 so that I can cancel off that term of 9 by 4 which is present over here, here. सब में है 9 by 4, तो मैं उसको निकाल देता हूँ सब में से. And I will take minus on the other side, write it as plus. So I can say that is to prove that. So dividing by 9 by 4, this is pi by 2. This is sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 3. Okay. So these are the values that we will be proving now. So यहाँ पे this is the LHS, this is the RHS. Of course, I will start from the RHS क्योंकि यहाँ पे से तो कुछ है नहीं करने के लिए. So we will start from this part. RHS से start करेंगे, ये prove करेंगे LHS को. ठीक है. So starting from the RHS. Okay. अच्छा यहाँ पे sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3, sine inverse of 1 by 3 है. So starting from the RHS से भी पहले what we will do is we will relate these values. So if you see, this is like sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is pi by 2, but यहाँ पे cos inverse नहीं है, sine inverse है. So what I will do is we will convert one sine into cos, sine inverse को cos inverse. So we'll say let sine inverse of, suppose I am taking this value, sine inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to x नहीं लेते, कुछ और लेते हैं, sine inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to a. So sine inverse comes on the other side. I can say sine A will be 1 by 3. So again, if we are drawing this in a triangle manner, ठीक है, यहाँ पे triangle के लिए, what can I say? If this is angle A, तो इसका corresponding opposite side should be 1 and this should be 3. So 9 minus 1, that will be 8. Root of 8 will be 2 root 2. So you can see 2 root 2 calculation में वैसे भी था. So now I can find cos. I wanted to convert this into cos. So I can say what is cos A equal to adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. So that is 2 root 2 upon 3. So what is A then? A will be cos inverse of 2 root 2 upon 3. So this is A value. A value is cos inverse of 2 root 2 upon 3. But what was A? A was actually sine inverse of 1 by 3 as well. So I can say therefore sine inverse of 1 by 3 can now be converted into cos inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. तो इस तरीके से हम लोग इसको चेंज करके लिख सकते हैं. Now we can start from the RHS. तो RHS में क्या दिया है? We have sine inverse of 2 root 2 upon 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 3. Now instead of writing sine inverse of 1 by 3, what should we write? We should write it as cos inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. तो अब इसको हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? Sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 plus cos inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. So sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 plus cos inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. So this is like the formula sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So this value is equal to pi by 2, which is the required LHS. This is the required LHS. So ये proof भी बहुत ही simple था. Now this type of questions can be asked in your board exam. So it is better that we prepare with this type of questions as well. So this wasn't that difficult. थोड़ा सा questions को modify करना पड़ा. That's why. Okay. So these are all the questions that I would say you have to do. You have to practice. This will give you a much better preparation for your board exam. So I think we have done quite a lot of questions for your board exam point of view. Okay. So for your board exam point of view, we have done quite a lot of questions. The theorems have been done. The exercises have been completed. वहाँ पे भी मैंने mention किया है कि कौन से questions आपको board exams के लिए prepare करने चाहिए थे. Some questions which were asked repeatedly in the board exams, we have solved those questions in the video as well. मतलब live lectures में ही हमने उसको किया है. So see to it that you go through the video once again. Try to see क्या क्या important बोला गया है. आप उसको practice करो अच्छे से. Practice करते रहो. आप जितना practice करोगे उतना आपको उसका efforts का जो है fruits मिलेगा. So see to it that you are practicing a lot. The more you practice, the better your preparation will be, the better your speed will be when you're writing the exams. Many students do not write the question and half में आके रुक जाएंगे. So don't do that. Write the entire question start to end without seeing the solution. ऐसे नहीं कि आपने बस देखा और 10 बार लिखा. नहीं, that does not give you a good preparation. Try to solve the question. Try to understand ये step से ये step में क्या change हुआ. Try to understand and solve more and more so that the preparation is like 100%. So hopefully this video that we have done over here today for trigonometric function, यहाँ पे हमने क्या देखा? The theorems and a few questions from the miscellaneous. So hopefully this gives you a like good boost to your preparation. It helps you for your preparation. It motivates for your preparation. So see to it that you are like putting in more and more efforts daily. थोड़ा सा आप extra effort डालते रहो so that till your board exams your preparation is 100%. Try to beat yourself. See to it that you are preparing more than what you did yesterday. कल से थोड़ा आगे आप ज़्यादा prepare करने try करना. अगर कल से 1 मिनट ज़्यादा भी आप पढ़ते हो, that is what you want. So try to be better than yourself, everyone. So hopefully this video and more videos that we are going to do will be helping you a lot and inspiring you a lot, motivating you a lot to your for your board exams. So this is it for today from my side, everyone. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, if you're studying, let's study live.